everybody? Tokeys here. Coming to you at 420 Rosin session from Southern Oregon. Inviting everybody to join in. Don't matter if you got rosin or not. Don't matter what you're smoking. If you got some form of THC, load it up, smoke it up. Come join the conversation. So, I guess this is what I'm smoking. So, we're off smoking some rosin. I want to start out by saying, basically, if you live where I'm living, you notice that outside is absolutely getting smashed with snow. It's almost a snow day, and I haven't even seen a snow day this far up in the mountains in a long time. So, I'm kind of stoned, leave me alone. What else do you do on a nice winter day? When it's snowy outside, you don't want to go anywhere. What is it that pops into your head? You can sit around, you can smoke bowls, cool. But eventually, if you're anything like me, you're going to smoke a lot of weed. You might end up with a nice headache at the end of the day. And you're going to be like, Or you can find some shatters, some butane-ridden dabs. So is this what I'm smoking here, James?
Huh?
Is this what I'm smoking?
Yeah.
Okay. Or you can get some butane-ridden dabs, and although it's really good stuff, don't get me wrong, it can get you baked. But do you really want to smoke that stuff? I mean, have you seen how it's done and what's put into it? And eventually, even like weed, eventually it'll give me a headache. So I got turned on to this rosin. And I'll be honest, I didn't know a lot about it. But as I've partaked in it, learned more about it, what it basically is, it's like smoking several bowls of the dankiest green bud you can imagine at once, with almost every hit. It's like dabs, it's like oil, it's like shatter, except, well, it's got a little bit more kick. And it doesn't taste like butane. It has its own taste. You can taste it.
It's the solar hit of concentrates.
Yeah, it's a solar hit of concentrates. It's about the best, in my opinion. It's almost the best way you can smoke.
I won't do butane anymore, I'll tell you what.
Oh yeah, no doubt. After smoking this, I still smoke flower, but it's hard for me to go back to butane-ridden dabs.
Even in a bowl of buds, you're still using a butane lighter.
Yeah.
So, basically, I'm here. We're gonna partake in a little bit of rosin. You know, the biggest thing I hear now, for the color-wise, there are several colors it comes in. So if you see the black or the brown, you see the yellow,
this is also thick.
That's a thick pad of it.
So,
But it also there's a black rosin, there's a red rosin, a green rosin, and a yellow rosin. And each one has a different reason for being that color. Now, this specific one, this is made from which plant?
a G13.
This is the G13 rosin, and we're going to hit that thing. We're going to take a couple rips of it. And first thing I'm going to tell you right now is taste. It's one of the best tasting ways to smoke THC, besides maybe the plant itself, in my opinion. But it's way more of a kick.
Well, if I let go of it.
Now, I got this nice local piece made here in town, Gentry Glass. Right on Gentry, shout out.
Where did it go?
No, whatever you did with it. You're the one that had it, bro. Ain't no one else messed with it.
Oh,
It's all you.
send it back over here.
A little late for it. Sorry.
So, the first thing you notice is there's not a lot of cough to it. Okay? Now, if you've smoked any kind of dabs that's in, that's basically ridden with the butane dabs,
Oh yeah.
if you smoked any kind of dabs at all, you understand the taste value. Because no matter how good the dab is, there's always a little bit of a taste to where you don't, a butane taste, to where you don't taste the plant. Now the next aspect that people want to talk about is the cost effectiveness. So let me ask you this. If you're smoking like me, and I can smoke good, really, really good green bud. If you're smoking lots of green bud every day, just to get high, or you're smoking a lot of oil, dabs, to get baked, like me, are we not spending a ton of money to maintain? That's where, and one of the reasons I started helping grow. That's one of the reasons I started growing. It's because I couldn't afford to smoke. I couldn't afford my weed habit, so we literally had to start growing it. And then the medical laws happened, and we became legal to grow for medical purposes. And now, in the medical aspects of it, it's hard. Oh, it's all right. She's got her pipe and stuff. It's hard to sit back and talk about the medical aspects of growing weed, THC, and all this other good stuff. All of which time we're partaking in different chemicals.
Hey, you got that Tokeys too.
Of the process. Now, cost effectiveness. What if you did any research, you'd realize that anywhere you go, rosin costs a hell of a lot more money than any other form of oil. The reason being is because there's so much work put into it to prepare it, to get it ready, to make it, to do what you got to do. It's hard to come by. You don't see it everywhere. It's literally, especially where I'm at, it's new to this area. Now, if you can get that rosin for the same price as dabs, then nobody would go back to smoking butane-ridden dabs. And that's what I'm talking about. An opportunity here in this area to smoke chemical-free, better, more of a kick.
Oh yeah.
For the same price as dabs. You may ask me, how's this possible? Well, because it's new to the area. Because you need to bring it and create it out in the open. A lot of people don't even know what rosin is. But when they do, they're not going back.
Oh, they will never go back to the butane. Ever since I've gotten into the rosin, I'm like, oh wow, so smooth, so tasty. Oh man, I'm like, now I can taste the plant. When somebody says, oh, you got some freaking strawberry diesel. Well, damn, rosin tastes like strawberry diesel when you make it out of the strawberry diesel.
And somehow it gets better than the actual high.
Yeah.
Like, the high is way better through the rosin than it is any other way. Like, that's straight up. I'm more baked off 1 or 2 rips of rosin than I am off of even dabs. That's where
it takes 3 hits of dabs to 1 hit of rosin.
Yes, I agree. Totally agree. So,
Well, I know that's what it is like me.
So what if you could get it for the same price as dabs? I wonder how many people would do it.
Or get close to it.
Or close to it. I wonder how many people would do it. Well, I know for sure that Rosin has entered in an area that it's never been before. I know for sure. I know for sure. I know for sure that it's in an area it's never been before. I also know for sure that very, very few people know where and how to get chemical-free rosin. If you can get your hands on it or know somebody that can, I strongly suggest you messaging them. I strongly suggest you get a hold of them. I strongly suggest you're putting a little aside and you go out and you try rosin. Because once you do, you may never go back to oil. So get out there, people. It's in Klamath. So I hope you guys enjoyed the couple rips. Thanks for tuning in. Have a great day, and I'll talk to y'all later. Peace. Tokey out.